Okay, question 6. Brian makes bracelets and necklaces. He threads small and large beads onto a chain. The table below shows some information. Yeah. Right, so let's have a look. We've got here, Brian uses the same ratio of small and large beads for each bracelet and each necklace. So you've got here bracelet and necklace, and it says he uses the same ratio, okay, of small beads and large beads. So I suppose you've got your 18 to 12. You know, you can think of that as a ratio there. So 18 small beads to 12 large beads for the bracelet. But here it does say, doesn't it, that he uses the same ratio, okay, of small beads and large beads for the necklace as well as the bracelet. So what's good about this is because you're in that ratio 18 to 12, I mean, you could simplify that ratio down, but I wouldn't necessarily bother. I would look at this here and look and realise for the necklace he's using a lot more beads. You can see a certain amount. I mean, 30 goes into 155 times, so you're timesing it by 5, and you can do the same here with this, okay, because it's 5 times as many. Times that by 5, you get 60. Times that by 5, you get 90. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Part B, the table shows the cost of the materials. Okay, small bead, large bead, bracelet chain, necklace chain. A shop buys 100 bracelets from Brian. Brian makes 70% profit on the cost of the materials. Work out the total amount that the shop pays Brian for the bracelets. Right, so in this case here, he makes 70% profit on the cost of the materials. So let's work out what the cost of the materials are. How many bracelets is he making? It's 100, isn't it? Okay. Right, so he obviously needs a bracelet chain for each bracelet, obviously. So 100 of them, so it'll be 100 times the chain, 100 times 80 pence. Okay, which would be 8,000, which 1 times 8 is 8, add the zeros, 8,000 pence. And of course, change that into pounds, divide by 100, so you get 80 pounds. That's on the chains. Of course then, small beads, 5 pence, but of course in each bracelet he uses 18 small beads. Okay, so that would be 18 times 5 pence. So the small beads, (18 times 5 pence, which is 90 pence. We did 18 times 5 earlier, didn't we? So that's 90 pence. Of course, that's just for one. That's just one chain, because on one chain there's 18 beads. It's 90 pence. We want 100 of these, so we're going to times that by 100 now. So 100 times 90 pence is 9,000 pence, which is 90 pounds. Okay, then we do the large beads. 80 pence they cost, and how many of them is he using? 12. Right. So 12 large beads, each of them are 80 pence. 12 times 8, okay, 96. Add the zero, so 960 pence, which is £9.60. Okay, £9.60. But of course, that's just for one. What am I doing here? Oh, silly Mr. Morris. Now this is wrong, isn't it? Large beads, he's using 12 of them. Okay, but they 10 pence. I don't know why I wrote down 80 pence. They 10 pence. That's right, isn't it? That makes more sense. So large beads are 10 pence, and there's 12 of them, on each bracelet. So 12 times 10 is 120. Oh, and then that comes to £1.20. That's better, isn't it? That makes more sense. £1.20. Now that's just for one chain. So then 100 of them, 100 times £1.20 is £120. Okay. So the totaling cost now, you'd have the £80 for the chain, £90 for the small beads, £120 for the large beads. Add them up, 80 plus 90 plus 120 is £290. Okay. And then he wants to make a 70% profit. He wants to make a 70% profit. So if you work out 10%, 10% is 29. So you need to work out 70% from here now. Well, you could times that by 7, I suppose. That's one way of doing it, isn't it? Times that by 7. So you're 70%. So 29 times 7. Okay, 29 times 7. Lots of ways of doing that. You could do 20 times 7 and 9 times 7. So 20 times 7 is 140. 9 times 7 is 63. Add them up, 203. Okay, so in total, the profit will be £203. So if he's making a profit of 203 and the materials cost 290, he needs to sell them for 290 plus 203, which is £493. Okay, and you've got your answer. Good, good.